In this series on finding nooks for built-ins in your home, we've been focused mainly on the structural aspects of nook finding. But I want to point out some methods of finding nooks that are more psychological or aesthetic, but still very important. They can be used as standalone techniques in some cases, but more often we would want to combine these techniques with other techniques from the structural side of things. I'm grouping these tricks together under the title of contexting. It's a bit like rephrasing a question to make it easier to answer. In this case, we have the problem of no nooks for built-ins. We want built-ins, and so instead of doing the really hard thing, which is reworking structure in the house to accommodate built-ins, maybe instead we could rework things that are much easier to rework, like colors, the positioning of elements inside the cabinets, and so forth. Contexting. Part of the reason these built-ins seem to fit so naturally in this space is that they have captured house features. Here we have a window captured inside of the built-in complex. Also, this window treatment matches what's going on in the rest of the house, as well as the trim paint and so forth. It helps to make it feel like it fits. Here we've captured a mirror that gives the impression that there's a second room here. If you get a mirror large enough, it begins to feel like there's another room on the other side of the mirror, and almost creates the impression of a cased opening. And all of that together makes the cabinetry feel like it's definitely part of the room rather than something that was just added into it. Here's another type of contexting that should be in your bag of tricks. Let's say you just simply have to fasten cabinets to the wall. Well, why not use cabinet elements like these to then create a nook for the cabinetry inside it? Not great here, but in the proper place it could work well. Similarly, here we have an outer set of built-ins with an architrave or valance that creates a nook for an inner set of built-ins. Again, probably doesn't work very well here, but could work in some situations. Here's something that feels like built-ins within built-ins, even though it's all one unit. Because these doors are so large and unornamented, they feel like wall, and therefore this little cubby here sort of comes as a surprise to the eye, and it's a way of contexting a section within a larger built-in that just had to be put onto the wall. Another method of contexting built-ins is to spread matching trim elements throughout the room. Now, I'll warn you that this can get expensive to do it properly. You've probably seen situations where the crown that matches the built-ins is run around the top of the room. I don't think that really does it. It looks a bit artificial. To do this right, you really need more elements spread around the room, like the base, the wainscoting, the panels, and in this case we also have these shadow boxes that are dispersed throughout the room, so that even if this cabinetry was not set into a nook, even if it was just placed against a wall, there would be a feeling of belonging, which is ultimately what we're going for. If we can't get the belonging from a structural feeling, then maybe we can get it from an aesthetic feeling, as here.